I hope that the weather remain good, and I think that will be 10 minutes. Our pace is strong. Maxime is very strong. Also my pace. Last lap for with the P6 and P7. So at the end we take.
Sì, tutto bene?
Ciao ragazzi, how are you?
Il vice president of the FIA. Okay. Fine, but let's go for November. It's okay. And we are still. You will tell us also if we finally.
And until now was not too bad because our car on the paper is better on the bigger track. Valencia is a little bit smaller, so we arrive here that we think that we have to suffer a bit. But I think that we work well during the practice, and we are able to improve the balance of the car, especially brake and entry. I feel more comfortable, and our pace is not so bad. This morning, so here, as always, the quali is very important, and also this in this track is not so easy overtake. But with the first tires was not too bad, because I was like in a P8 in the top 10. That was a little bit our target. But unfortunately, in the second exit, I struggle a little bit too much with the traffic, because it's always difficult with 40 car on the track. And but I had the last lap that was good, but unfortunately I did a mistake in the turn 4, because I entry a little bit too fast and I lose 3/10. So this 3/10 make me start in the P22, and it's difficult when you start behind. Is difficult. If I was able to finish the lap and to start 6-7 position more in front, is more easy. But anyway, the race was not so bad, because they have a crash on the first corner, and I lose a little bit, but I was lucky that anyway I don't touch the other cars. And after I did some overtake, because my pace, I have a good pace. Also yesterday we have a good pace in the long run. And we did a very good driver change, and we gain some position, and especially after my teammate Maxime was very fast. Maxime is always fast, but here in Valencia for me he's also faster. He did also the fastest lap in the race, and he was able to gain some other position. And we finished P8, but we fight on the last lap with the P6 and P7. So at the end we take some points. Is another top 10, and now we're looking forward for tomorrow, because tomorrow Maxime we will do the qualifying. Usually he's very strong, and I think that if we are able to start in a better position, our pace is strong. Maxime is very strong. Also my pace in the long run yesterday was fast. So I think that we can fight for a good position. Will depends very much from the quali, because at the end of this morning the qualifying we suppose that is divided into group of 10 minutes, but after the track was still wet, so we did 20 minutes. So we need to understand tomorrow morning. I think that tomorrow morning I hope that the weather remain good, and I think that it will be 10 minutes with less car in the track. So it's another type of qualifying. We need to make the right strategy, and if we are able to start in the front, I think that we can do a good race. Have a lot of other cars that are very fast, so the first 10 cars are very strong, and also have another 5 cars that are very fast. So we will see. Will depends from the details, from the position on the grid, and also in the driver change you can gain or lose a lot. But we hope that we can fight for the top position tomorrow. Usually in the race pace, I have some tenth from Maxime. I'm not very far. Don't have a particular place where is faster. Usually in the difficult part of the track, in the fast part, but for example, here in Valencia you have the first corner that is fast, but in the first corner I'm good. But for example, in the turn 12, 13, that is very fast, and you have to cut the curb there in that tricky points. Sometimes Martin have a little bit more, but now especially the big difference is in the quali lap with the new tires, because there is able to make more difference compared to me. When I have to bring the car at the very limit. Sometimes I still did some mistakes, so it's difficult for me make the clean lap, like for example this morning. And after, if you do a small mistake and you lose 3/10, is 7 position on the grid, because everybody are very fast, everybody are very close, and also have a lot of drivers that are very strong in the hot lap. So for me, especially this is to improve. Yes, so first of all, I think that Pedrosa did an impressive weekend with the motorcycle, with the bike last year. Last week in Misano, it was impressive. He fight for the podium in the sprint race, but he fight for the podium also in the long race. And I'm very happy to see Danny so competitive, no? Because we raced together and was my rival, I think, for 15 years maybe. So this is good. He like a lot with the cars. He don't make a lot of races. He don't make all the championship. But for a bike rider, to drive the car is very fun. It's good because you have the similar feeling, you know. And he said to me that he enjoy very much. Yes, I don't want to have any regrets when I stop, and I say always that I will race to the end. So my career was very long because mainly because I enjoy to race with MotoGP, and my last race was here in 2021. I had I think 42. But anyway, I was able to finish in the top 10 also in the last race. So I'm happy, and I always follow Danny when I make the wild card, because it's something that so we are not close friend, but we have a good relationship. Good. They make a good job. The tarmac is good and have a better grip. So and is important because usually, especially with the motorcycle here in Valencia, is quite tricky, especially because we come to race always in November. So sometimes it's cold. So it's good to have new asphalt. They make a very good job. Less bumps and more grip. So I think that is very good. I have always in my mind that when I stop with motorcycle, I will race with the cars. Also because when I was a child, my career started with a go-kart at the beginning, and I always love car racing. And when I have time, I was able to make 1 or 2 races with the cars. Also when I race with MotoGP. I wanna try to win other races, race for some more year, because also with the car I enjoy a lot, and I wanna raise my level and become a good GT driver. And I'm very happy that I am with BMW, and we sign a 3 years contract. And I am in a very good team, so I can learn from my teammates that are always very strong. So my target is improve and try to be faster. I think that next year I will race also in the 24-hour of Le Mans. That is the most important race. We have in the plan to test the hypercar. Also, this is very very important. I think I'm very curious to try the car. But after, I don't know if I will be strong enough to race with the hypercar. But yeah, just this.
You will stay to the end or so in cars? You say in moto, I know I will stay to the end. You will stay to the end or so in cars until 60 maybe?
Allora, 60, I don't know. But, you know, with the cars, is physically is more easy. MotoGP physically is very extreme. So when you start to have more than 35 years old, it's difficult. You have a disadvantage compared to a rider that have 22. With the car, physically is more easy. So also if you are older, you have less disadvantage compared to the young rider. So yes, I don't know until 50, until 60, maybe until 50. 50.
With Maxime for next year, you say Le Mans. You will do, I suppose, WEC next year with BMW. Your target is to stay with Maxime because you are good together.
Yes, for sure. I love Maxime because I I enjoy a lot with him because he's a very good guy. But especially when he go on the track, he make always the different. So he's the teammate that everybody wants. So I wanna race with Maxime. I think that next year we can race in the WEC, but we will continue also in this championship. I think for sure for the endurance, and I think that we will race together. Yes. Is so the first battle that we had with the Dani was in Brno, 2006. That I remember that we fight for the second place to the last corner, and it was the first time that we fight really. And it's a great shame. And I spoke about this also with our academy riders, that everybody miss a lot Brno, because Brno, the layout is great. It's one of the best track. Because it's fast, it's up and down, is great at the place. The problem of Brno in the last period was the asphalt, because have a very low grip and a lot of bumps. So at the end it was a bit difficult. But Brno have the potential with the better asphalt to stay in MotoGP. And also with the car is good, I think.
You are emotional about it because you took your first victory there, right?
For me, it's special Brno because it's the first victory and the first World Championship. And also first pole position, I think. So. Ciao ragazzi.